using perfume to cope with stressful events, stressful world events, life events, etc., is so helpful because it really breaks me out of like a stress spiral, and it helps me connect with my senses and get back to myself. And today I am trying out a new sample of a perfume called Tabacco Toscano by Santa Maria Novella, which is a centuries old perfume house in Italy that makes absolutely lovely but quite old-fashioned perfumes. I believe they were made by friars in like the 1500s or even earlier. And I mean, they were created for queens. I mean, they're just like these absolutely incredible scents. And not only did I realize that I have smelled some of them before, or at least something close, but I really do think I have smelled them before, because I have a friend that I haven't talked to in a long time, but we were very close when I was a kid, and we remained friends, into my teenage and young adult years. And her grandmother lived in Manhattan, and when I would go to their house, I think that they had some soaps or some perfumes or some sort of like scented things in the house from Santa Maria Novella, because my friend and her family are Italian and live in Italy now. And anyway, it's a long story, but it totally makes sense to me that they would have these scents in their homes, and in their grandmother's home. And I haven't really had that experience yet while sampling perfume where I'm just like, I've smelled this before, So that's really cool. And I've really been enjoying each individual one in the sample pack. They feel just like so historical and beautiful and old school and Italian and like hearth and home, but in sort of a refined way, but like still not refined to the point of being unapproachable. Like they're just quite lovely, very natural, very like classic Italian perfume, I guess. And so I was like smelling through them, and I got to Tabacco Toscano, and it's tobacco with an A in the beginning. And I was like, I can't really smell this because it's not as strong as the other perfumes in the collection, the sample set that I got. And I don't have a lot of experience with amber perfumes, or vanilla perfumes. I just haven't so far been particularly attracted to that scent profile. But I did get these little like French sheets that you're supposed to burn. They're like little pieces of paper that you're supposed to burn, and to release the scent into the air, or you put them in like your dresser to lightly perfume your drawers and stuff like that. And those have that like ambery vanilla, I think it's labdanum kind of smell. And I was like, oh, actually, this is quite nice. Like, it's subtle. It smells clean and warm, right? I think that's the whole point of, like, amber, right? It's clean and warm. Then you add vanilla, and it's, like, cozy. And I was like, you know what? I always associated this scent profile with, like, 90s teen perfumes. And I'm like, oh, this is where that whole concept comes from, is, like, this classic type of perfume or type of scent for your home. And I was like, I didn't like this when it was like really sweet, which nothing, I mean, if you like sweet vanillas and sweet amber vanilla-y perfumes, that's great. But just for me, it's not my thing. And especially like very sweet and anything that's like synthetic smelling. I realize aroma chemicals can smell totally natural, but like synthetic smelling, right? Like the concept of that, I guess that's what I associated with amber and vanilla, which like seems silly now. And I have smelled some really, really beautiful amber perfumes, like Amber Oria from another Italian perfume house. And I've smelled a few. And I was like, these are nice. But now that I smelled this Tabacco Toscano from Santa Maria Novella, I was like, oh, this is absolutely lovely. Absolutely a delight. Absolutely just like gossamer, not golden, but like sunlight coming into your kitchen, or sunlight like falling on, like a velvet rug or something. Just like, but light. And it's got tobacco leaf, which you probably expected from the name. And I've smelled like one other perfume with tobacco in it that I enjoy, but when I tried to wear it, it just like didn't work for me. It's actually a really cool perfume by Cirrus Parfum, called The Strange Proclivities of Mr. Dickens. I think that's the one that has tobacco. And I really love it. It has like cranberry. It's a delightful scent, but I don't know. I tried it a couple times on my skin and it like wasn't my thing. But anyway, so there's a tobacco leaf note in Tabacco Toscano, obviously, but it's tobacco leaf and it's very fresh. It's not like a cigarette. It's not like a cigar. It's not like smoky. It's not heavy. It's not harsh. It's like the plant. It's like a unprocessed, or I don't know how actually what level of processing it would be at, but like fresh, not green, fresh, spicy, vanillic tobacco leaf. Not ground tobacco, not pipe tobacco, not anything like that. Definitely not any kind of like cigarette. It's so beautiful. And now I finally understand why there are so many vanilla and tobacco, like amber based perfumes. And people talk about them all the time, and I'm always just like, meh, not my thing. But I'm like, I don't know if I would enjoy those, like more intense, like a Tom Ford or something. I don't know if I would enjoy that, but I enjoy this, and I actually sprayed it onto my sweater, which is cashmere. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's a perfect smell, and it's not heavy, and I just feel like you could wear this any time of year, any occasion. Like you could wear it lounging on the couch, you could wear it to a wedding. I mean, not that I go anywhere, but like theoretically you could wear it to a lot of places. And I don't know what the projection is like, because I don't really wear perfumes out of my house. But just like knowing that like my chest or my wrist or my sweater or like my scarf smelled like this, and just being able to like take a little whiff of it throughout the day, that just sounds delightful. I don't see how it could get old, which I have thought that about other perfumes before, and then found that I turned sour on them. But I don't know, it's like such a classic scent. It's almost like it's not a perfume, it's just like the smell of a sweater, or the smell of a room, or the smell of a person. But like, it's obviously a perfume, but it's like just, I mean, what arm do I have this on? There's like a soapiness. It's very clean. It's just like you're in Italy wearing like a perfect linen suit or something, It's lovely. Tabacco Toscano by Santa Maria Novella.